Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So, welcome back to Derail Valley. I know it's been a bit. We had a lot of things for a while, and then we didn't. So, just trying to get back here. We've got the parts. We've got the components for the locomotive. We need to ultimately get back to City South, but in the meantime, just gonna see if we can find any jobs to haul on the way there. That would be helpful. Am I in the right direction here? I'm trying to remember. So let's see, because C Yard is where the station is near. I thought I was in C. No, I'm in B. Okay. So if I'm at B... Right, but I'm guessing, because this is 5, 6, so yeah, this is the bottom. So, need to go the other way. So, unfortunately, you know, a little bit of time here. But there's the roundhouse. That should be the C Yard. And we should be down here. There's the store. Alright, so now we're north of D. How did I... Again, it's obviously been long enough. I no longer remember where anything is, so... There it is. Alright. Probably really close to where we were, of course. So, sorry for dragging around. Alright, so let's see what we've got. So again, so that's going to City South. Obviously I'd prefer to just have something other than a logistical haul. So if we look at the map, alright, we're gonna go through City West, so we can take the freight haul. So that may be what we do. Yeah, because the other things are just shunting. We're not worried about that. Machine factory to goods factory is not in line, and I don't want to go all the way to Harbor Town. Even though those are not... Yeah, I mean, ultimately this is pretty good, but yeah, we can take these cars to City South, so we're actually going to put these on first. And then we'll do that. So that should put me at 4 and 5. Alright, so we want to collect the things off B1 South and B4, or B1 shunting, and then B1 or B4 outbound. So, alright. So let's go get things connected up, and then we'll be able to, you know, do what we can. And so, yeah, here we're at C1. Yeah, it's been a while. How do I start things up again? But yeah, it's, there we go. Alright. So we've got everything connected. We go to the map. We're again, at this point, we're at C. So, we're C1. Alright, so we're facing north. We're going to come out of here. So, it doesn't really matter there. And then we want to go to B. And it was 1S. So we're going to be backing in here. We're going to want to stay to the right. Again, stay to the right. And stay to the right. And that should get us where we need to be. if I'm correct. All right. So we're going to get our brake off. And we're going to... Let's see, we don't have our lights on. So we're going to get our lights on. We're all set there. And we're going to start... Oh, do I have my handbrake on? I think that's off. Do I have my handbrake on for everything else? Oh, that's right, the handbrake on this is a bit odd. Alright, so it should be off. So we should be okay. And then... Yeah, so that should be off as well. So now I'm confused. Hello. Get inside. Alright. So that's on. Or off and off. I may have put the handbrakes on. I think I'm remembering this correctly. So, alright. So now let's try. Oh, dummy. I don't have my reverser on. There we go. I think we're finally good. Alright. So, get ourselves moving. And again, our switch indicators should show us some things again. Something's just not sitting right with me here. But no, I guess we would go, and then we're heading out. But we are also gonna want to check, because we're gonna need to get past the spot there. And then get ourselves to B. Are we in B or are we in D? Now I'm confused. Alright. So we do that. Get the brake up. And then we'll... Alright. So if I'm here... Is that... Yeah, okay. So that is where I'm at, yes, okay. So we now want to go to the left. And then we should have everything else configured the way we want. So we'll now get the reverser the other way. And yeah, so it's to the left. Get this down. Get this up. And again, well... Sounds like we have something else off here. Let's see. No, we do not want to be shown this. Alright. So now we're going to B1S. So it's there and there. And that's B1S. Although, the question is, because I think they're flatbeds, so I'm betting these are the wrong ones. But let's see. So we're gonna wanna... I don't remember the... you know, the speed with which these go. But yeah, we need to find these cars. So my guess is those are not what I want. I mean, either way, we're gonna have to connect. But yeah, it wasn't a refrigeration car that we were looking at, so... I am pretty sure these are... because yeah, MF long haul, HLH... or no, that could be logistical haul. So... I guess we'll see. So we'll let these connect, and then we'll take a look in the meantime. So it's LH... nope. Wrong one. LH86, so... let's see. LH90... so it's probably these here. So they're probably disconnected, and it's probably these. Yep. Alright, so... we're gonna want to get these connected. So, again, let's get this there. Get that there. That there. Trigger this. This. And then... alright. So, we'll want to turn that brake off. And that's good to go. Alright. So what I need to figure out now, because I want to go to 4.0, so that's the other one I need. So 5.0, we can move those to. Because again, we don't totally care where they're at. We just need, well, and actually, again, I can do this from here. So we're gonna set the reverser. We'll get that, and then we'll get this moving. And we're gonna want this basically past here. So we'll just keep an eye out where we're at. Battery's about halfway down, so it's not great for sure. But yeah, I had done so many of these together, and then I just was publishing, and then I started doing other things, and I've still got a bunch of things to publish, which is somewhat good because we're coming up, we're going to be taking a vacation, and so I'm going to be gone for 8-9 days in a row. And then obviously there's going to be less stuff coming out. You know, we're not going to be here to do golf. We're not going to be here for other things. All right. So now we're going to want to go to B. And then we're here. So we're going to want to go left, left, right. Correct? Because we're putting it on 5.0. Yep, left, left, right. Okay, that works. So we'll pull this up. Again, get this. Take the brake off. Turn this on. And then we'll go get the others. We'll grab that, and we'll take that down. Alright, let's just make sure, because again, it's been a while. And in the meantime, I've done the train life thing, which you may have seen. And obviously, you know, that's different. Not nearly as demanding in accuracy. You know, things just appear and disappear. So there is that. We might not have enough daylight, although daylight is coming, it looks like. So we are getting there. Man, this is, I feel so out of sorts because it's been 2 months. So this has been a long time since I've been in here. We'll now get this stopped. We'll get this down here. Again, we're gonna wanna put the brake on. Turn these off. Get that disconnected. And get that there. Alright. So now, again, we're going to want to go forward, turn that off, take that forward, and get ourselves where we need to be. Again, up here. And then we're going to go back to 1S. But that at least shuffles that around, and we'll get that taken care of. But yeah, hauling the rest of the way is going to be a little bit of fun. But again, we're usually pretty good on the timing on this, so I think we'll be all right. Again, we'll get this by, so we're good there. Go back to the map. And again, now we want to flip this, and everything else should be set. So that's easy enough. Go back, turn everything off, and then, oops. And then again, start moving, and come back here and get ourselves these cars here. And again, which one's got the brake? That one. That one. Okay, it's the back one. I think we only have 3. So yeah, this is 94. So we're gonna turn this off, just so we're set. Whoop. Alright. That was almost bad. Okay. Almost getting too confident, but luckily we're remembering controls. We didn't panic. Nothing really got messed up. And again, we'll slow this down as we get a little closer. Alright. And then we'll get down in here. We'll get this connected to there. That's the most important part. The rest of it, easy enough. Open. Open. Alright. And... whoops. Wrong buttons. So, get ourselves there. And now we need to get to 4.0. But right now we need to, we'll turn everything off and then go forward and bring ourselves through here. And then we're going to get all those cars. So we'll make some good money, at least. But the goal is obviously to get these components to the museum so that we can be ready to start building our things. Now again, I don't know how far, so we'll go out here. Doesn't look like we're charging yet, but we need to get this through here. Okay. And now we're going to 4.0. So we're going to go left, and then we're going to go right. Okay. So, flip that, lower that, and bring it on with us. So, we'll put this over here. Hopefully these, now again, we'll just make sure this is FH42, FH42, okay. So, again, lower that. Slow ourselves down. Okay, we want to be at... Alright. Always fun. It's always like a little too much. So we'll just get these close again, and they should hopefully stay together now. Get you to there. Connect you up. Get you to there. And we're not getting the... There we go. Alright. And then we need to find... Alright, so of course, it looks like, again, the other end, and it's 42. It's probably this entire consist. So yes, that's still 42. And there it is. Alright. So, we're now going to want to... So the trick is, we're basically bringing this down backwards, which is fine. But let's see. So let's now look at the main map. We're going to City West, and we're going to want to get to... Let's see. We're going to want to get to C3I. Alright, so if I go to City West... We're coming down here. We're going to want to stay to the right. Go through there. Go into City West. So let's go to City West. And then we're coming into C. So here we're going to want to, again, stay to the right. Stay to the right. Pass through. Stay to the right. And then it was 3I, so we're going to stay to the left, to the right, to the left. And that should bring us in there. Right? 3I? Oops. 3I. Okay. So that should work. And we have 49 minutes for that. And then we have... a little bit longer, so yeah, I don't like the fact that I'm, why are we not charging up here? That's the thing, like, it's sunny enough, it should be. Because really we're on the back, so we're facing north. And then we're basically going to be heading backwards, so I really don't want to be in... I don't like the direction we have here. Because, yeah, we'll pull out of City West forward then, which is fine. And then, you know, we'll be going to City South forward. But for now, we're going to end up going backwards. So, anyway, let's get over here. Turn that in. And then turn that in. Alright. So we're all set. Because, yeah, there's nothing behind us. Now, we are going to want to turn these on just to make it a little simpler. So, and that one does have the everything on pass-through, so I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So we're all good that way. Alright, so we should be able to now start moving. So seriously, we get in the shadows and we don't have any? Like, this is awful. Alright. So, this is gonna be a weird run, but we're gonna do it this way. Because, yeah, at this point, we'll be fine. We have everything turned where it should be. So those, again, flipped, like these are all gonna kind of go where they need. So yeah, they're all flipping as we go through. But yes, we are heading in the correct direction. I just need to be really careful not to fall off. But it's daytime, so we're gonna be able to make this work. So that is the coal plant. Again, it's been a while, so I will forgive you for not knowing. And then, yeah, we should be fine. We're not passing any bridges or anything, but again, we can go 12 here. So this one looks like it's set properly. Alright, and we've got a downgrade here. Alright, and 90. So, like, it'll probably start speeding up, so... Not the shortest train ever, but... So yeah, not the, not the job we've done, but let's see. So 60. Alright, so we don't want to go super fast. Alright, a little bit of a down. This is, like, uncomfortable. Because, yeah, think about, like, being 40 miles an hour on the second floor of a train car. Like, this just does not seem like a smart thing to do. But we're doing it. Right, so again, we did... Oh, you know what I need to check? I need to check on the... Oh, boy. Well, we'll find out in a moment, I guess. Because the problem is, if we are... I don't want to go too fast here. Because, like, this merges. I don't think we can go anywhere into the coal power plant. But if somehow we're set incorrectly, this could be a problem. Like, we're good there, but we don't want to go in. Yeah, we're going left, so we're okay. Because, yeah, this is in the coal power plant. So I'm like, this is the problem. Alright. Yeah, this is a lot more uncomfortable than you would think it would be. But, yeah, it is what it is. So again, we are going downhill, so we're gaining some speed. We're gonna slow ourselves down a little bit. Yeah, I gotta not be spoiled with the train life where we're just flying and there isn't as much danger. This is, after all, Derail Valley. Yes, we want to go to the right. We should... Yeah, we can go 60 that way. So this is the only switch here, because then the other one merges. And then we'll be heading into City West here in a moment. So just keeping an eye on the speed. Because again, we're going down, but now we're going to be able to go 100, but not for a little bit. But we should be fine. So it's a beautiful day. Things are charging. We're still coming out of the turn there. The locomotives just got through. So now we're whoop, I don't want to brake. I want to put a little throttle in it. Go a little quicker. Now here, unlike Train Life, we don't get a bonus for being faster, per se. I mean, we get a bonus for finishing on time, but there isn't like an added bonus for other things. Alright, so there's no real reason to go crazy here. So we'll just kind of leave this, because it is downhill most of the way to City West, and then, you know, we're going to be there before we know it. We're not seeing anything here yet. Oh, I felt like I just got knocked off the train with that branch. Alright, 74. I just feel like I'm pushing my luck here. So yeah, now we're down to 8, and it's going to get slower. So I'm sure, because in town it's going to be 30, so we know that. So we don't want to go too crazy here. So I'll get myself to 50. So we'll do that, and that should be fine. Can't quite see. Alright, it's still 60. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's 30, so I do need to be careful. Like, there's no reason to rush in here. We did this pretty efficiently, especially given the fact we haven't been in here in 2 months, so it's a little bit like riding a bike that way. So the good news is we're almost fully charged. And then again, we want to be to the right when we see the switch. We are. So, to the right, and then we're going to 3i. Alright, and then we're staying to the left. So yeah, we don't want to go down to that yard. So we're going basically straight. And we're going like, we want to go straight in on the line. So we're straight and straight. Which is what we've got. Yep. Alright, and 3i is open. So this is all good stuff. Alright, and once we get toward the sign here, we're gonna hop off, and then we'll just park it. Alright. So we're just gonna let this go. kind of keep an eye on what's happening there. But we'll get this load of cars delivered here to City West. Make all these people happy with all these shiny new vehicles that they'll be able to likely purchase at the car dealer, which we can't see here, but... Alright, we'll see. It might get a little too slow. Yeah, I think... Because obviously I need to get the car passed, but now we can... Now we can officially put it in. Let it come to a stop. Alright. Disconnect. Disconnect. Oops. And there we go. Alright. And again, now we need to... Whoops. Whoop. Didn't put the brake on. So we want to... What is happening? Alright, that should put the brake on. I don't know why it wasn't working one way or the other. I thought this was the key. Interesting. But yeah, that should be it. We'll just make sure, because now I'm like second guessing myself. Nope. That is it. And again, we've got the train out, or the other option at another location, so... We'll get in here, and now we're going to City South. So, we're going to pull out here. So we're going to want to go to the right. That doesn't, then we want to stay to the left. Or no, we want to go to the right, go through there, stay to the right, go to the left. That'll pull us through there. Stay to the right. Stay to the right. Okay, that should work. So then we'll go through there. Because obviously, you know, we could go up here and come around, but, like, that doesn't make any sense. So, but then if we're on City West, if we go back here to the top, you know, we're here in C, and the store is there. So as we come out, we'll be fine. So here we want to go, as we come out, we want to go to the right. And then we'll just fit in. So that'll work. Alright, we'll break this off. We'll change the reverser. And we will get moving. Alright, and so what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to run over here while the train goes on and just gets moving, and we're going to turn this in quickly. So it's this one here, and we got paid, so we'll take that, 54,000, and we'll head on out here. Here comes the train. Alright. So now we're good. And now we can keep going. So now we just need to get to City South and just do it safely. And again, we got the inclinometer, or the clinometer. We can go ahead, this is charged, so we're not going to put it down in case we need it. Probably shouldn't go too fast because we're really supposed to be 30 in town, and I don't know that the train's really cleared things yet. Is that right? So now I'm second guessing. Yeah, okay. Because otherwise we go to the sawmill, so that's right. Okay. So we're gonna stay to the left. So yeah, I got mixed up here. I'm like, wait a minute. Alright, so we can go 90 instead of 20 over there. So we're all good that way. Next one, we want to go to the right. So. Alright, and 80 over there. So now it's normal. Now we're inside the cab. Okay, so we can only go 50 here, so let's be careful. Yeah, right now we're 0, so we're fine. You know, and we're not going very far. Okay, I think it's 50, so we should be okay. Yeah, it's 30 the other way, but that's not the way we're going. Alright, so we're gonna go through there. And then, yes, we gotta get all the way to the bottom. So we do not want to go off to the side spur, so that is all accurate. Okay, and again, it's 50, so we're all good. That's an interesting little embankment. Alright, and the next one, we're gonna go left. And then head over to City South. Seems like we're going downhill, but I don't know that we really are. Man, these are a long way apart. They look really close on the map, but we've got a long way to go here, so we're gonna... Clearly the incline is higher than I thought. This is a little crazy. I didn't realize it like went up to 4 degree or 4%. But yeah, we're climbing a good way here, so we're gonna have to make up things here, but oil temp is doing just fine. But yeah, now we're at like 1%, so that's better. And again, it's 50. And we're gonna hit a 40 later, but... But yeah, again, we have that online map that is helpful with this. I did remember to utilize that again. But yeah, we're like... It's like we're out of low gear now at the higher speed, and it's kind of hitting its stride, going along. But yeah, if you do like trains, you haven't checked out the new Train Life series that's starting up on the channel, encourage you to do so. It's kind of an in-between as far as realism, so it's not as realistic as this, technically probably not as realistic as even Train Simulator, which is, you know, real world routes and this and that. Alright, so slow ourselves down. Alright, so now we're at 40, but I think we're going uphill a little bit, so I'm going to put a little bit of power back in just to hopefully keep ourselves moving at the same rate. We're about halfway to the switch. Because, yeah, if we went the other way, we'd be coming kind of through Coal Mine South and all that. Alright, so we're definitely losing some speed here, but we had like 111 minutes or something. It was some crazy amount of time, so like we're not in any danger. And again, we just need to drop that, and we're going to what was it? We're going to C4S in that location. Alright, I feel like we're maybe going a little too quick, so let's not go crazy. Alright, and again, I don't know what this is, so we'll wait until we make the turn, because we've got plenty of time till City South, so there's no... I don't like this, because this is probably... it's gonna be 60, so we're actually okay. So I'm like, I know we're taking the sharper turn, so there's really not a way past there. That is, this is just like a triangle. You can go off to the sawmill over there, or this really just takes us toward Forest South, City South. Like, there's nothing on the tracks here. So yeah, this is gonna flip back because it was set the other way. So you just heard it clunk. Alright, so at this point, yeah, we can go 70. So I'm gonna just quickly pull the map up. So we want City South. And then what was it? Not that one. C4S. Okay. So we're going to be coming in from here. Ooh, alright. So we're going to pass through. So like right now, if we go right, well, we'll want to stay left, go through there, then let's just go through B. We'll want to stay right, left, go through. Alright, and then, come on. Alright, hold on, let's figure out what's going on, because, yeah, we got a good incline, and we have no power into this. This is the problem, so we're basically challenging ourselves here. And again, there's like a 30 coming up, so I don't want to go too crazy. And yes, we do want to go to the right, because that's Forest South is to the left. Yeah, and so we're going 30 over here. And I think we're climbing. Yeah, we are, so we can put a little into this. And again, not a lot. But yeah, it's just basically getting through this little cut here that is the slow move. Right, and it's still 30 over there. Alright, and we're going up more steeply. So yeah, this is definitely one of the more challenging areas. Like if we went the other way, there's less incline for sure, but we're not hauling a lot here. I mean, at this point, we've just got empty cars that we're shunting, and I mean, yes, we have our engines, you know, our parts for the locomotives, but they're not they're not that bad. Alright, and yes, we're staying to the right again. And I'm pretty sure we're going to go over across that bridge, so... Alright, and this is 30 through here. I think we're getting a little bit of rain, maybe. Alright, and a good bit of incline again. 2.2 is not nothing, so I want to climb up there. And then we're at 40, but still climbing 1.5, so long way down to the river down there. Just be careful. Because again, we got to get through all that. I mean, again, once we're across the bridge, it's a little easier. And really, that's it, is that last car. So, like, now we can go 40, and then we'll be able to go 70. So we'll let this do its thing for a bit. Okay, we're through here. We're then going to go here, here, and then we're all, yeah, so we're all set, actually, as far as we can do anything ahead of time. So, let's again get some power in here, because we're clearly hauling up the hill. We're driving the oil pressure up, which is not great, but now we can concentrate on just driving. And again, we can go 70. Now we're going to be 40 at some point. So probably after this. So I'm not going to go too fast. But we continue to climb. Yeah, the atmospherics here with just, you know, how it's hard to see with the fog. And I mean, they definitely do a great job of all that. All right. So... and again, this is downhill. Again, we don't have a lot of weight, so we'll be fine. It's 12:35. And again, we can go 40. We don't have to go 30. But I think, again, we're kind of at 40 for quite a while here. As we go skirt around the mountainside. Yeah, I'll try not to keep things this far apart next time. And like I said, the next month's a little tricky because in the middle of it, we're still like a few weeks away. So maybe I'll do another Derail Valley episode before we head out. I certainly enjoy the Sim, so it's not anything that I don't want to return to. But yeah, I think we're going to have to go back to get the remaining parts for the other engines because we're just not able to do some of them, which is a bit unfortunate. But alright, so from this point on, I think we go pretty quickly until we get to the switches again. So once we're through there, there's the sign. Now we're set. So now he can go 90. So get through here. I don't know that I've gone this way a lot. Yeah, 90, but then slowing down. So just want to be careful. I don't know that I'm going to want to get too much more than 60. But going a little bit won't hurt. So there we go. Now we're down to 60. And then I think we have to be at 40, so... Actually, it's 6? Then maybe there's a 40 past there? I don't know. Alright, but yes, we want to go this way. We're going down. Yes, I still have the brakes on. And then there shouldn't be anything else. Like now we're going into City South, so this will flip. Oh, okay. I thought for sure maybe we didn't hear it with all the train noise, but anyway. So this is 70. I'm not sure where the 40 is, but on the online map it had a 4 over that. So I don't know if we're going down. I think we are going down most of the way now to City South. Okay, so that's in the other direction. So we kind of swing around here, probably with the river. Okay, so we can go 50, and it is a downhill. So we'll want to be a little bit careful that we don't get going too blazing fast through here, but now, yeah, we're going to have a big sweeping turn to the left. Alright, so we can have a little throttle in, it looks like. And yeah, the heavy grades and all that are kind of done. We're kind of in the 1%. 1 to 1.5 is probably the most. Okay, and this will be 80. And I think we can go pretty quick most of the way. I don't actually see any other number on here other than the 8 on the map. So I'm thinking there's nothing that's going to really slow us down here. The tunnels are always pretty cool with the sounds. But we're still going downhill. Alright, and 70 and slower, so I guess we'll be careful. Because in theory, that's going to mean that we've got, because again, we can put our dynamic braking on too, so that'll help. Okay. But, yeah, definitely moving along. So we're at 50. About halfway to City South from where we're at. Because again, obviously the parts for the engine, there's no timing that we have there. You know, we don't have to get anything done. We take as long as we want, but I wanted to do something if we could. It wasn't just a run back here, but then we'll see what it looks like for restoring the locomotives. But yeah, I think we're now down to the last little bit. Because this is the part where we kind of head into the city. We can see it a little ways away. But yeah, we were kind of 60 the whole way. And then, yeah, we just take a quick turn. But that is the city coming into view. So. now we're going, yeah, left. Alright, so we're at 50. We're all good. And then again, we need to go through, because this is basically platform 1. These are the loading platforms here. There's the museum that we want to ultimately be at, but we need to go drop the load off first. So actually, these are the passenger platforms that we can't use yet. So again, if you want passengers, Train Life, we can do them. And I did for the first couple episodes. So now, hold on. Something's not looking good here. Oh, I see. We do want to go that way and that way to go straight. I'm like, there are cars sitting on these tracks, but not on the one we're on, so. Okay. So we are good, and then again, we just need to get through. Because now we're going through B, and then we're going to get in that location there, and that also, you know, is where we need to be to get to the museum anyway. But, so we'll get this out, and we'll, kind of head over here. Again, we're really kind of wanting to be through all the way. But yeah, we'll get our... And again, it'll start to slow down a little quicker because there's a hill there, so... So we may actually need a little bit of pulling, or we won't be far enough. Because yeah, I think we need to get past this last switch here. All right. So if we go back to the map, now we're going to want to go left. Yep. And then stay to the right, and then in C again, we're going to C4. C4, 5. So, oops. So then we should be to the right and to the, hold on. No, to the left and to the left. Yep, okay. So we're all set there. Just trying to be sure. Right, so we're going to want to flip that back, turn this off, put that on to a couple notches, and then here, yes, here we go straight, and then we go there, and there. And that will get us to 4S. So there we are. All right. So we'll let this come through. And there's nothing on this, right? Correct. So there's not really a reason to go too super slow, but we also don't need to come in here like crazy. So we are set there. Put this away. Put the brakes on. And get that. that, that, and we are good to go. So, we have got everything we need. We can now actually turn this one off. And then turn this one off as well. Because, yeah, no reason to burn fuel for all of these now. Alright. And then we're gonna bring this forward. Bring the brakes down. And pull away. And now we need to get to the museum. And also, obviously, turn that in to get the little bit that is going to matter. But, so we just need to get past that point. But those cars are back there, which is where we want them. We need to get all the way through there, so let's just get over there. And then we're gonna turn the stuff in before we get work in the other location, in the museum, because I don't know. Alright, okay. So now we go back here. We're gonna go back to the top. And we want to go right, right, right. And that'll get us where we need to be. And so again, we can flip this, turn this down, do this, and just be on here. No, I do not want to be shown how to run this vehicle. I should probably say never, because I don't know that I'm going to run this one, but in the off chance I do, I keep, like, leaving it alone. But anyway. Alright, let's go a little quicker here. Because we have a little ways to go, and again, obviously, the closer we get to the station, that'll help too, because it'll be less of a run. And this was the site of the infamous crash, if you remember, so. But yeah, I don't know if we just need to bring these in here. Or, well, we'll have to see, because I'm wondering, I might need to take them to the unloading station. But we'll try to do this here, and we'll see. But I might need to actually, now that I think about it, we might need to go to the unloading station. I was just thinking, oh, bring them here, but that might not be the goal. So I'm thinking we're okay to just drive into the platform. Alright, so again, we got 4 of these we're working on. Alright, so we're gonna head over and drop, deliver the job. Alright, bring missing parts. Okay, look at that, bring missing parts, finally. Okay, so we'll have to see. Maybe I have to go a little further back, but I think we have them all. Alright, we're gonna just press E to continue. I'm like, oh, I did pass it up. I'm like, where's the little green light? But, alright. So, why can I not? I don't remember how to put these down. Alright, not that worried about it. Let's pick up our money, 13,000. Alright, so let's head back here. See if both of them are considered delivered. So it looks like it. Because, yeah, the crate is gone, and that is gone. So now, I don't know which one we brought. Alright, order missing. So we haven't brought the missing parts for that. We did bring the missing parts for this. Alright. So, go to the museum's office and fund the new parts for installation. Is that literally all we need to do is bring them once and then we're good? So yeah, so we still need for the DM3, which we want. Because the 6 and the 3 are probably, I mean, maybe that one, but I don't think so. Or the DH4. But yeah, I don't really much care about the Steam one. But yeah, if we go in here... Now it's insert the wallet to pay. Alright, so we got 443. So we're going to confirm. So now they're installed for both of those. And now repair and refuel. But if we choose products we wish to buy... See, now I'm trying to remember. So it's like, do I have no choice now but to fix those other two? Because I'd rather not do that, but let's see. So if I go here, order missing parts. So yeah, like I want to get these, but it's not giving me that option. Hover over, bring missing parts. Because yeah, what I'd like to do is get it set, get the others, and then, but there's no way to interact with any of these that I know of. Let's see. Yeah. It's just letting me put it down. Alright. Well, at this point, we're going to go ahead and turn this off. Because we're good. Now, where do we sit? Fuel's about halfway. So again, we could service those and fuel them up, but we don't need to right now. But yeah, like right now it's... We don't appear to be able to do anything. I mean, we might have enough. Because yeah, right now they're going to say they're installed. Right. Alright, we'll worry about this next time because it's been long enough. But I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to take them in and then, you know, bring them in here to the paint shop and all of that. And then maybe after we do those two, you know, because the paint shop I think is here. Yeah, that sure looks like paint. But we'll see how that all works. But at this point, that's what I understand that we need to do. Obviously, we'll need some more stuff, but yeah, it was inexpensive. I mean, you know, 5,000 per, so it's really getting the parts that's the expensive part, it seems. But I'm sure painting them and whatever may be less easy than we think. But for now, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you've not liked or subscribed, please consider that. And I will see you next time.